be up here. A couple of days ago, I was talking to a member of the MFA program who was really having a rough time, really torn up. It wasn't Craig. And this writer was just at the beginning of the program, and it brought home to me, once again, if it wasn't self-evident, the emotions and the personal struggle that go on behind the scenes for all the work that occurs here, all the development that leads to today, presenting work from a thesis, all the tears and pains and worries that aren't seen as someone stands up here. And Craig went through a journey too, and I'm going to have a little letter for him I'm going to read about that. Dear Craig, the collection of Craig's story is called Tiny Amounts of Humor, Angst, and Melodrama. It's a title I love. Dear Craig, I remember reading your application for UNH MFA program, and I really do. I've read hundreds and hundreds, and I really remember holding Craig's in my hand. I remember reading your application and thinking, here is a writer we want very much to bring to the UNH program. I had no idea the years would pass so quickly, or that over those years you'd become such a vital energy among your classmates, and as a writer make decisions about artistic identity that would allow you to produce this book that is full of joy, imagination, and passion. As I said, I like your title, except to say there are much more than tiny amounts of humor, angst, and melodrama here. As your collection of stories make it clear, you have found that writing is more than writing. It is about finding out who you are, and accepting that the sort of stories and novels that moved you as a boy and a young man, that their virtues are virtues, no matter whether Bradbury, Vonnegut, and others are held in lower esteem than Murakami by the tastemakers of the moment. I would say this collection shows that you have broken free of a sort of collective literary culture to say, this is what moves me. This is what I like to create. Thus, at the end of your 2 years, I believe you came to the conclusion, this is what I will do, and this is who I am. I think that is the greatest thing any writer or human can discover as the years pass, to thine own artistic self be true. And truly nothing better can happen in an MFA than you find your voice as a writer, which is what I'm describing. Your collection as a whole is so cool, so fresh, such a pleasure to read. If you had submitted 150 pages that mirrored your application in this program, what might be called New Hemingway, I would have been very happy for you, but felt something of the Craig I've come to know had not made it to the page. You as a person, truly more than others, have imagination and humor and good cheer to spare. You have imagination in its playful, joyous, wondering aspect. That sometimes is not considered quite the thing in academic literary circles. Pleasure is equated with a lack of seriousness. Some writers spend their lives inhibited by this unspoken paradigm and never let their playful imagination on the page. Your imagination is lively and is a thumb in the eye to the dourly literary. In your collection of tiny amounts of humor, angst, and melodrama, we see an X-ray of the essential Craig Robert Brown, a man who's open-hearted, compassionate, enthusiastic, clever, speculative, wondering, dreaming, and tragic, and in the end, artistic.